for a character that's just been introduced, Itaru has really, well, been a standout of this series. Having a fully fledged character, well, complete arc, at least so far, going from evil incarnate wanting to destroy everything to just being misunderstood and, well, wanting to make up for lost time. But not only that, but seeing the past, backstory, the history, probably several hundred years of history, between Toru and Elma herself. Between Toru and Elma themselves. And why they're so close rivals. But I know what you're here for. It's not me. So let's watch some dragons. With improved working conditions. Denied! Is it at least paid? Do they have to hire some new workforce? What is that spelling? Unfortunately, some things are above the ordinary salaryman to be able to improve. And got fired. Yeah, well, a one-person strike doesn't usually tend to go well. But her ideals of improving the situation of the company for everyone, it's fair. But considering their workload and the fact that it was, for quite a while, all on Kobayashi's shoulders, she might have been resigned to that fate. It's good to see someone having a bit of fight. But alongside Elma, I think we all really want to see a bit more of Fafnir. He doesn't really get away from the computer all too much. Excuse me? She's written an entire proposal, waiting for various signatures of the other employees. Oh, are they childish wishes? How are you going to find extra... Let me guess, ancient? I mean... So you want fresh-faced new people who also know a rather bespoke language. She took all of your suggestions on board. It will still fail, but well done. Look at her go. Yeah, there are definitely ways that they can save some money, though. Jesus. Does that take into account all sorts of expenditure problems? You found some bathroom breaks. Oh god, this is as bad as Amazon. I mean... Elmer, this is definitely a fireable offence, probably. And, was it revelled as a supreme above and beyond duty by the management? She has some very strong work ethic. That's a good face. I mean, you sent Elmer in to annoy them for several days running. Ah. That's... okay, then. That's be why, he seemed somewhat familiar. How... he's done his own research. You can't have... What, does he have to owe them his thanks or something? Fair enough. The fact that she can be so up front there, talking about his son. Well, so no advancements can be made unless it benefits the entire company. Such is the price of moving forward. How does the sugar content of the chocolate affect things? What? Okay. Is this going to increase productivity? And yet they're so willing to work in somewhat tandem. He wouldn't be in the place that he is if he didn't have his ways of controlling people like that. That's what she's crying about. We thought it was for some noble cause. It's going to be sold out, isn't it? No! No! One per person! No! He better watch his back. Good boy. How could you possibly do that to her? Seeing as someone's heart break in front of you. She has visitors. And she's the one that they decided to come to. You deal with them. Ah, okay. Depends on what the survival show was, to be fair. Oh, that was easy to get her on board. Seems what she thinks of Toru is more nuanced than what they'd like us to believe. He just happened to come along, much to the chagrin of one of their party. Anaconda. Bringing up some bad memories. This fishing is taking too long. Yeah, there we go. You know, letting them enjoy their trip here while giving some generally good advice. And getting some food out of it. If they don't fill up on the fish that they caught first. They're going to have to make a lot more for that to happen. As long as the occurrence of the river a few episodes ago doesn't reoccur. Yeah. They're running into the long grass. I wonder what jumps out at them. Elma seems to really like the water. Was that a pose? Of course he would be quick on the uptake of that. Him and his imagination there, pretending he's a mage or something. What are some of these species of flora around here? I feel like the ley lines might get a bit all... a little warped if she continues. Well, that's... I think she's going to greet a bear. Such... I would say such a caring adult, but... it's Bigfoot. Rawr. I'm so sorry. Don't eat me. Poor snail. Have you got your phone? You might need to capture that. That poor bear, he's not going to be able to live in the wild any longer. All the other creatures will laugh at him. Well, that placated her quite easily. Oh, is she taking the nectar? Okay. Maybe she leaves the part out where they went temporarily missing out of the story. Seemed like they had a nice day out. It would be nice having Elmer, like, kind of a guardian for the kids and going out doing various activities. It's almost as if his eyes are being drawn to something. Oh, that was the entirety of that section, apparently. Unfortunately, I can't pull off the same thing, can I? It's quite hot, though. Oh, it's been sat there for a while. And when Elmer doesn't eat something, you know it's serious. And the fact that she brought Fafnir along. And the fact that she's in this get-up exercise. Hey, is this just general exercise or dragon exercise? There's a duel to the death. Oh, no, just some light exercise. That is... How deep was that fissure she made? Well, it seems the very mantle of the earth has been altered thanks to that. Oh, is that a whale shark? This section's quite cool. I mean, DragonMaid was always had small bits of fight scenes where the choreography is pretty well laid out and the animation's on point. It seems there was alternate, like a motive to asking you for this. Figuratively, or... I'm not entirely sure that's all there is. I mean, it wasn't the humans that ruined everything before. Not in the story we saw, at least. Has it got anything to do, let's say, with the previous story where it was Toru saying, you're getting too involved here? I think it's there's going to be a resolution to this, which is going to be quite nice, isn't it? This is the proper way that fights are meant to play out. Sometimes it takes a bit of roughness to draw out things that are hard to say. You left her behind. Is it time for Kobayashi to jump in? So it's the end. You can stop now. Why did it take this long? Things are back to normal. Now, he was here for a proper fight. Or maybe he's actually celebrating and that was his happy face. At least everything's out in the open with each other now. You need a impartial judge. They did well. Yeah, I think after everything that they have displayed there, treating them both is a good idea. She's killing them. I guess there's less destruction this way, but it's a bit harsh, is it not? How will they ever recover? Their rivalry will be forever burning, but at least all of those hard feelings and things they held have melted away. It's difficult to open yourself up and admit things, especially when those things are feeling like betrayal, abandonment, or just being lonely. Does that mean that we're going to see a lot more of Elma just kind of appearing at the apartment now? Not really needing some kind of random event or context to turn up. Is there any better feeling than seeing two friends reconcile with each other, especially after such a hard-fought, tumultuous time? Well, yeah, probably lots of things, but when one of them is Elma, you have to at least give me this. Just going out hiking, enjoying the day, the environment, what there is to see, catching a few fish, wallowing in the river, although probably not when you're trying to actually look after children while you're at it. You know, who was the truly responsible one there? Some could argue it was the young boy, because at least he didn't transform into a giant dragon monster thing and probably damage quite a few trees and local ecosystems. That poor bear. And I think we've all been in a somewhat similar situation, whether it's school or our own work environments, where you feel a little overworked, there's more that could be done, but ultimately, it's not really for the best of everyone. You just want to get out early. spend a few hours more at home, or in this case, at a train station food stall. I can't believe I didn't think that would be the whole reason beforehand. But my god, some of the animation in DragonMaid, we get a little complacent with it because, it's just a happy slice of life with dragons. You kind of forget that there are elements like that in there. Really going all out. Nice that there is so much open area that it can be destroyed quite easily without disrupting everything in the vicinity. Or maybe they went over to the Dragon Realm for a bit. Seems a bit more acceptable over there. Although everything that was said and argued about is so understandable, because Toru was the one that was slightly concerned about Elma's relationship with the humans and being worshipped as some sort of saintess. And then so many years later, when Elma doesn't have that anymore, and realises that Toru might have moved on, and even with the things that she was once disparaging to such a degree. I'm really looking forward to the future, and hopefully you are too. So really, if you liked it, let me know down below. Maybe even subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the future videos. I'm going to leave that in. But for now, get yourselves a bit of rest. Maybe that last 1 or 2 pastries and chocolates left in the bakery. Catch you in the next one. I hope there doesn't come a time when I deform the surrounding landscape just because I can't really get across my emotions properly. And maybe some local natural disasters will be averted thanks to my patrons. At least none of them have started treating me as some sort of priestess. Not yet, anyway. So, I need to thank Electricant, Arthur, Noku, Raywin, Kite, Sal, Shiwan, Mecha, Matt, Stinsfly, Girly, Saltitron Cardboard, Croyville, Dark Shadow 7899, Alvin Garcia, Santiago, and everyone else. But god damn, I love DragonMaid.